Because we are back with Trickshot Simulator. Low key, everything so far has been pretty quick. The marble has been kicking my ass. Marbles are not my best friend. But everything else, in terms of like putting the ball in the cup, putting the cart on the thing, I'm kind of killing it. 23 minutes, 13 minutes, 47 seconds. I'm just the best there. There is, man. Just the best there is. So now we'll start with this one. It's the put the badminton, put the bat in the cup. You know what? This one's easy, man. Oh wait. This one's a high sense game. High sense game. This is the meta, man. Everyone plays on one sense. I play on multiple sense. It will get views, but I have seen people say they don't translate into other types of views. Yep, 100%. YouTube Shorts, they count views in terms of like 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 just even scrolling by. You know, you can check the metrics for like your watch time. You know, some people would love it, but honestly, if anything, what you want to farm, it's like comments in YouTube Shorts. Like watch time and whatever, it's great and all, but like farming. Oh, that was so close. Farming the comments is like the best. What do you want to farm with them? I just want to farm engagement. I don't care if they subscribe or not, but if they comment something, YouTube thinks it's a good thing, and they try to push it out even more. If YouTube thinks that your video is not good enough at all, they would not show it more to the masses. You know? So like even if you get like a bad comment, even if you get like mass dislikes, it's still engagement, and YouTube would think that it is like a you don't think you get it. So it's kind of like if you look at the tweet and that tweet is ass, and then there's like someone commenting on it, right? Someone commenting on it, and it's like a bad comment or like a good comment. What the algorithm think is that this post or this video, it's worth having engagement for, and people are kind of talking about it or talking on it in the comment section, and they're gonna like kind of push it out to more people, like-minded like algorithm people. You've seen some dogshit tweets though? That's every day on Twitter, man. That's every day on Twitter. I'm not paying attention to where I'm supposed to throw the thing. I'm kind of just like doing the motion while reading chat. But why do you want shorts pushed? You want, it's kind of like a credit score, right? It's kind of like a credit score in the sense of like YouTube sees that the channel has views. YouTube sees that the channel has like more subscribers coming in, and they want to kind of like push the whole channel's algorithm out, and then drive, you know, maybe a long form content video or like a non-shorts video, no matter what length it is. And then they'll start recommending like your main channel videos, right? Don't know if that's true though. I believe it's pretty true though. I worked in marketing for a couple of years. I mean, it changes from time to time. YouTube algorithm has always been kind of like changing over the course, but one thing that doesn't change is that like once you watch, like once you comment, once like a viewer comment on your video or like engages with your video, they'll get like similar related videos, right? Did you miss it? Welcome back, Ririko. You missed so much. You missed so much. I did so many. Hold on. Let me flex on this a little bit, man. I did like a mere 5 different types of achievements. I won it all. kind of good at this game. You know what I mean? I feel like sometimes the YouTube algorithm is like a slot machine. If you get lucky, you get picked up. That's it. More content equals higher odds. Yerp. It is true. It is true. Consistency is key on YouTube. And you know what the best part about YouTube short is? Is that like if it falls below like 500 views, you immediately delete it, change the video title, and then re-upload it, and then change some of like the content like in the description, just like a word or two. And then you hit your shot again on like a different time. That's like the best part. You do not want to re-upload like your longer form videos because that doesn't really change anything. But for YouTube short, because that shit get pushed out like real quick in like a week. If you don't break through beyond like, wait, did you finish out the trick shot before this? Yerp, you know that's right. You guys blink and you disappear from like my greatest achievement, man. Look at this. 47 seconds. You guys had to be there to see this. You guys had to be there to see this, man. You guys had to. I'm just a gamer. Can you show me the first one? Okay, I'll show you the first one. Look at this. This slow and steady ball, just like gently going in. Oh, gently going in. The card one was kind of fucking insane too. I'm just gonna say. Right after I left you, true believers will put me on throughout the entire stream, so they will hear me achieve. You blink, you lose, man. You snooze and you lose. This one was kind of sick too. Look, the bouncer, man. The bouncer. I bounced that shit, man. That's what you do to my balls. That's right. That is right. Type 1 if you want me to play with your balls. Type 2 if you think that was a weird comment that I've said. 3, okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. -2. No! Okay. This one's hard, man. This one's like a little hard because I love reading chat and then I'm just kind of like going with emotion. All I have to do is aim at a spot. Like that. Like that. Like that. Once I get the timing right, I can look away, man. I can close my eyes and play this game. But you know what? Out of all the black boxes of algorithm, you know what? This is the perfect audience to talk about algorithm, man. Ridicule and I have been like trying to fuck around with the algorithm for so long. And to the point that... Did you see that? Dude, that thing is spinning, man. That thing is spinning. Bro, sign me up for a Beyblade competition, man. I let that shit rip. Look, it's still spinning, man. Dude, we are never living. This is the perpetual motion, man. This is Inception. We are all in a dream. We're all in a dream. How long is this thing gonna spin? Oh, okay, never mind. It's reality. Oh, fuck. You had to stop going with the emotion and start going with the emotion. You're so right, man. So right. Honestly, this game is like a... No therapy session can it's better than this, man. This is like the best therapy session I've ever gotten for myself after like a long hard day, a long hard year of work. I just imagine when I'm like 60-year-old, I'm still gonna be playing this game, man. once I get the timing right, it's so over. It's just a matter of timing. It's a little like slower than my speed. You should send us gift sub for your chat therapist. Do you guys want me to give you guys gift sub? Isn't there like a bundle right now, like 35% off or something, for like 5 gifted? I wonder if creators get like their own money back for like gifting subs in their own channel. They do, right? They just lose like a few bucks for it. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Jesus Christ, that cock just kind of fucking got stuck weird, man. Yeah, just a few dollars, I guess. Yeah. I need like a rich oiler. You know, I've been talking. I talked to Ririko about this like a couple of weeks ago, like how I should be farming for like T-girl chasers on Twitch. If you guys know any T-girl chasers who are like rich and needs like a findom, you should send them their way here, man. You should send them here. I wouldn't mind like being like a findom on stream. I'd be like, yeah, you fucking pig. You want to give me like 100 gifted right now, you fucking slop. I would love that, man. Sadly, I only know poor chases. Actually, you know what? Send poor chases your way. I would love to fix them. I would love to fix them. Honestly, you should send like more. We should. People who know me should know by now that like I would welcome racist and homophobic people in my chat in a way where it's entertainment for me. Remember that one like chatter that came into my chat and was like, bro's fucking larping as a girl or some shit like that, like bro is so gay. And then I went on like a 45-minute like conversation even though they've already left. I was like, who hurt you, man? Did you not drink your mother's breast milk when you were born? Like, did she abandon you for a pack of cigarettes or something like that? You know? I love it, man. I love just like having those interaction because like, I think like, okay, just look at my circle of streamer friends, right? If Clover gets like a homophobic comment, their ass is like tilted and like day is ruined. Meanwhile, me, my day is made. My day is fucking made, man. And you know what? All streamers should learn how to fucking shit back on like haters, man. It's so pivotal. It's so pivotal. Poor chasers be like, babe, can you help me pay the bills to get in Smash Bros tournament? So true. I'll plus do that. I'll plus do that. What's that one tweet? Having an unemployed boyfriend is kind of goated because he always has time for you. There's a lot of unemployment tweets today, and if you see a bunch of them get retweeted by me, you know what? I'm kind of loving it, man. You should send me more. There's this one tweet that was like, the body of an employed person, but the heart and soul of an unemployed person. That's kind of like me. I have the body of an employed person, but my heart and soul is like unemployed. Talking back to dumb people is the best. I just hit off, then I have to do it. I'm sorry, I will stop texting you from now on. I'll give it like a couple of days or maybe like a week. I'll text you once a week so you don't have to do it that often. I'm sorry. But you know what? Like low key though, like I feel bad for like all my friends who like I guess Ryuko gets a lot of like weird chatters time to time, right? It just pisses me off like how like annoying and stupid people can be. But if I can make content out of it, low key, kind of fun. I edge that shit like no tomorrow, man. Okay, guys, this one's kind of chalk, man. I don't know why, but I'm not consistent with where the cock is going. Never mind. Never mind. I jinxed it. Actually, you know what? I have my Chatterino pop up like Billy White here. I can just put it here in front of my game. So I can reach it. So I don't have to like freaking turn my head around, man. And then I can like split my eyes up, kind of like that SpongeBob meme where he's looking left and right at the same time at a book. Poor Chases be like, motherfucker. Can you imagine that was the clip? Me getting it in, and it's just like, poor Chases be like. I talked about this the other day where one of my was on Grinder, and then there was this like 45 or 50-year-old like guy trying to look for some like someone to like top them. Dude, I was so pissed at the conversation because they're so fucking annoying. They're like a stinky brat bottom. And then my friend is just like, pretty bottom? Oomph is pretty bottom. So Oomph was asking me like how they should go about replying. You know? And I was like, okay, type this. And then I got really pissed off at some of the guy's reply, and I was like, dude, I'll make a killing out of this, just like roasting like stupid men on Grinder, man. I should do like a Grinder stream. Chat, what do you think? Okay, I have to clean the mess here because I know that one is gonna like hinder. Are you allowed to? I mean, I just don't have to show anything on the screen. I'll read out everything else on the description of the profile. You can do a Tinder stream. For sure. I've seen people do it. But I don't think you can like do like a dick rating stream even verbally. Which is unfortunate because that would make like such a funny clip. Have you guys ever like, I mean, well, no snitches, right? No rats. Oh, it's spinning again, man. Dude, I am like the best at spinning the cock. I'm like insane at spinning that shit, man. This is like the second time it has happened. You know what? We'll go with this. Contestant number 4, I would have made it like a huge event. I like, you guys know how like event coded my brain is? Like, 100% I would be making it like a fucking game show. Can you rate it? I rated dicks before. I have like people sending me like dick pics from like their OnlyFans. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I would do like a checklist, right? Cut, uncut, you know? And then I'll do like the level of like how much uncut it is versus like how much it's cut. And then like a tip color code, you know? We do like Wordle, but for color. And then I have to guess how red or how blue the tip is. Have I told you guys about this one like dick pic that I've seen where this guy's dick was like really dark blue? Like one of our friends sent a dick pic from like some guy on Grinder, and then they were like, "Ew, why is it fucking bruised?" And then I was like, "Dude, I'm so curious. Can you send it to me?" have to go back to the science of this. What do you mean, like foreskin? How or ripped this guy is? Could be both. Could be both. We will do like cut on uncut, like circumcised and not, and then we have the next one on how girthy in terms of how ripped that dick is, man. You know, like how some like penises. Okay, guys, don't look down. Okay, you know, like how some penises be like, it's like not girthy, man. Have you seen like Venom? You know, like any Venom fan art you see that thing like veiny as fuck. That shit is cut as hell, man. Venom from like Marvel. You know, like you have to compare it to like reality, disappointment. You have to do like a spectrum of like disappointment to like fantasy. I've seen some good looking penises. You know, I'm glad I've never looked at Venom pornography. Maybe I should start retweeting more. This is a crazy topic to be talking about because like can you imagine like some of the Hololive fans coming into my chat for the first time and they're just like, ooh, they're just like, oh, the animator that did Kyle as Stinger, they might be cool. And then they come into the stream and they hear me talking about like dick rating streams. This is why I can never talk about like insane shit on main. I have too many eyeballs on me. Talk about more blue cock. I've never seen blue. Okay, I'll try to describe it to you. So his penis, like, it was like really blue for some reason. It looks bad. It was like a 2.5 out of 10 kind of penis, man. If it's like a 5 rating, it's like a 1-star penis with no heart. It was like, you know, like how like, why is it so blue is bad? Blue is bad. There's no like blood flow on that thing. The redder the penis, the better. Scientifically, okay, now this is an education part of the stream. Low key though, the YouTube VOD is gonna be insane. This one's gonna be like age restricted as fuck, but like, you know what? Who cares? Might be here for 6 hours. But like, education stream, alright? I'm putting this under education, not under gaming. But like, the way the penis work is like, you know, you have good blood flow, that shit like stand like crazy. So if you like bad blood flow, that shit turn blue and no color. Like no color and pale looking, it's kind of like average, right? Like kind of like grayish, you know, light pinkish color. Be right back. You must ask my viewers something real quick. Are you gonna ask them what color is the tip? Low key though, you are kind of base. Low key though. If you guys don't know Ririko and I kind of go way back for like 4 years now. If anything, like if you go to like her stream, if you go to her Twitch, probably one of the top clips of all time is like a spitting clip. Just her, I think the title of the clip is probably like Tsuba. A 100%. Putting on my Tinder bio, ladies, the head is red. So true, man. Putting on the Tinder bio, I heard you like redheads. So, okay, I'm gonna wait till the ad is over. But this is a crazy conversation to have while I'm like literally throwing cocks against a racket, man. Haktua, smack that cock in that thing. I have this old clip of us playing Phasmo where you do the grapefruit technique on the Ouija board in my ear. That is true. I remember that clip. I wonder if I'll give good hit though. Any takers? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. What do you think normal VTubers talk about? I don't even know anymore. Low key though, I feel like some VTubers gotta pull back on like their opinions on things. Some VTubers should not speak or tweet. But I think I'm speaking like truth in what I'm putting down, you know? You guys hear what I'm putting down? So like back on the penis color conversation, right? Red is good because there's blood flow. Pale is like average, you know, some people just don't have that much good of a blood flow. Purple is bad because it could be one or two things. If it's a pale, whoa, look at that. If it's a pale, like bluish, purple tip, it means there's no blood flow and that shit is cold, man. You hear what I'm putting? You hear what I'm putting time? Now back to penis flow. Releasing my new song, Dracula Flow, but it's like penis flow 4. And purple is bad. It's purely because of like the penis has a lot of vessels, right? So you know how like when you cross like when you cross your legs too much, you get like the veins on the back of your legs and you start purpling. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Twitch was like, "Are you sure you want to send it?" Twitch, I'm sure, man. I know what I'm talking about on this channel. I know what I'm talking about on this channel. It's nothing new. It's just another day, right? But yeah, like it's bad when it's purple. It just means like maybe they're like gripping it too hard that it's like the veins or the vessels are like all fucked up, or like you know they might have like a condition where it's like you know the blood flow isn't flowing proper. So it's like pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I don't think it's like super common. Eric Andre show voice. If it was purple. Actually, that's not really his voice. I don't know how he really sound like. All I know is just at the gate. Let me in. Whatever fuck he says. But like, if I had to do like a dick rating stream, like we'll do cut or uncut score. We'll do like a rip or not rip penis. We'll do length rating. We'll do girth rating, right? And then I will also judge on like the curvature, right? You know, like that one Hazumi tweet from like ages ago where it was like a grid, a grid of 12 different types of penises. You guys know that one on like Hazguni Twitter? She tweeted this like probably like a year ago. I still remember till this day. And it's kind of like just like different curvature. All right. Whether it's like straight, upwards, tilt to the left, tilt to the right, curve down, so on and so forth. Kind of like that. We'll do that too. I'll rate that too. Right? And then we'll also rate like the balls. We'll rate the balls too. You know, if that shit is like drained the fuck up. And maybe also I would rate like the photography. I think photography is really important because I think like 90% of men on Grindr or like penis havers on Grindr do not take good dick pics, man. They will take that shit from like, you know, just like imagine some of you guys are like lying down right now, you guys just immediately take a snapshot with a flash on. You know, that shit ain't fly, man. That shit ain't fly. It's not photogenic enough. God gave you like a decent looking penis. You should like know how to like take photos with it, man. If you are sending any dick pics at all. You know, love thyself to get some love. Have you seen any good movies lately? Hi, Lobo. What do you arrive to? Honestly, I don't know too. This is just like an average stream for me at this point. Are we even surprised? Not really, right? There's only like 3 specific pictures that get taken. Nah, I've seen good ones. I've seen good ones. Same pose, same lighting, just different guys. Yeah, that's like 90%. That's like 90%. I've seen like the good 10%, like some good ones, and I go like, damn, that's like a 10 out of 10 photo right there, man. Yeah, that's the majority. That's right. Which all I heard is from friends. I trust you. I'll be a little concerned if you're getting dick pics from people. Only because I know you. There are some friends, like, honestly, like, if they get dick pics, I'll be like I'll be laughing my ass off. You know what I mean? And I think the scoring would be like out of 100. Sometimes I wish I'm kind of like a. Hey, come blame me for trying to change the conversation. Can you imagine, like, I pull out a movie that I said I watched is probably like a game, like a movie involving penises. I watched Queer lately because I wanted to see hot gills. What's the most famous penis movie? I know one. Um, that movie starring Phoenix Joachim, the guy who played Joker. It's a surrealist horror movie. Joaquin Phoenix, yep, that's him. But I don't remember the movie title. That's the thing. Beau is Afraid. That's right. That's a like the most recent famous penis movie that I can think of. In like a weird sense, I guess. Wasn't the movie just about like his penis? It sounds too anxiety inducing. You should Google Beau is Afraid. If you don't really care about like I feel like even if you see the image, you're not gonna feel like you have been spoiled. If anything, it might stir a sense of curiosity in you. Like you might feel more curious about it. You should search Beau is Afraid penis monster. I heard it's a pretty bad movie, but some people kind of like how campy it is. You know? Campy horror movie. Does it look like a Persona penis monster? Yep. That's right. Kind of looks like that one SMT demon. And till this day, I still don't know the context of that monster in the movie. All I know is I saw Clover Inari talking about it while they were watching it in VC, and I was not there for that night. And all I saw was penis monster, and I go like, what? And Clover said, you should Google this. Beau is Afraid penis monster. And that's how I learned about it. I would have urged you to ask Clover if they know what the fuck they were talking about if they weren't doing a collab right now. But too bad, they are doing a collab right now. It will look insane because it's a shared chat with Kiwi. Dude, I am not hitting it. What the hell is going on? Okay, hold on. Reset. There we go. You know what? I need the audio for a little bit for this one. Because there's no other audio. It goes into closed chat. What's the deal with penis monster? So true. Sometimes I feel like the evil friend. Because I don't think like most of our streamer friends really kind of like talk about like things off stream as much. I kind of am the leaker, man. I leak like all the insane stories out of contacts about my friends, and then when the other regulars or their chatters find out about it, and they go like, "Hey, Clover, I heard about this from Hoya," and then Clover has to go into the whole spiel of like, "Okay, listen, there is context," because I never give context for things if I think it's funny. But you know what the crazy thing is? Going back to the penis talk, I did receive like a dick pic from like a chatter once. I had like weird chatters in my chat. I had this one girl coming into my chat like maybe like 2 years ago. She said she was fucking jerking it because like she had to listen to like boyfriend ASMR videos after watching my streams. And then she said she felt really good after. And I was like, all right, you do you. You do you. And then I had this one guy coming in. He was telling me why did she say that? I don't know. Maybe she's lonely. Maybe she's like getting the kick out of my voice. But I swear to God, I was not talking about anything sexual on stream. I don't think me talking about penises now is sexual. It's more like educational and entertaining. But like, I'm not doing like a stream where I was drawing art and then I go like, ooh, I am stroking the breast in a supple way or whatever shit, right? I'm just talking about like how my back hurts. And then her brain computed that into like, yeah, that's hot. I'm gonna watch ASMR boyfriend ERP and think about you, streamer. And I'm gonna like jack one out and be like, gonna tell the streamer the next time I see them on stream, which they did the next day. Thinking about my back, I got that sexy back. Yep. You know, honestly, I don't feel too weird about it. Talking about Southeast Asian fast food chains again, erotic ASMR. Oh my god, guys. That fucking Jollibee chicken. Oh, that shit was so juicy and supple. They exploded all the juices in my mouth. That kind of erotic ASMR, is that what people are into these days? Actually, you know what? That's a kind of funny idea. Mukbang erotic ASMR. Wait, maybe that's the new market, man. Maybe that's $1 million idea. Better than whatever King Zippy does, right? If you guys don't know King Zippy, go Google King Zippy right now on YouTube. You would see a 35-year-old guy making YouTube sketches of like childhood videos. It's like, ooh, mom got me a dog today. And then he plays another character who's like, bro, no, we're not getting a dog. Oh, hi kids. Okay, we got a new member in our family today. It's a dog. But mom, I'm allergic to dog. Don't worry, Jeffrey. Go pack your bags right now. And you'll come back to the house when you get better. But mom, allergies don't go away. You know, that kind of YouTube video, that's what King Zippy does. And he has like a 6-hour compilation of like his TikToks and whatnot, and that is registered as YouTube Kids. That guy's a millionaire, man. Did you know? Wait, what does that have to do with erotic ASMR? It's more in the sense of like $1 million idea on how to make big money on YouTube with like slop. I don't like watching people eat that, so it sounds like my personal hell. Yeah, I agree. Eating sounds are like kind of like my nightmare. Low-key though, I'm gonna be really vulnerable and open about this. I watch Viriko's ASMR not in a weird way, but just to annoy the shit out of them because I can't have a like a seizure. Well, because I usually kind of like might get a seizure if I listen to ASMR sounds or like very like sudden audio stuff, right? And then like I'm down to get my my one view count if it means anything, you know? Even if I don't like really necessarily watch or like say hi, hi, at least I will try to say hi, even though Ridicule hates it when I come say hi because I'll send a funny emote, like a dancing emote during their ASMR streams, you know? So I never felt the appeal of ASMR, no shade on ASMR people, but like you're licking IRL kind of goated. But like you're licking in my Sony WHX 1000, that shit is like scary as fuck. That might get me like a seizure, man. That might get me a seizure. There was once I hung out in VC and someone was just like whispering throughout the VC and I got a seizure. I like muted and deafened and I said like, guys, I'm tapping out. But I didn't really tell anyone that I was having a seizure. I told some people like a few days later. I own the movie Tampopo on Blu-ray. It's a great movie, but it's all about people eating food and it disgusts me too much to actually watch it. That's unfortunate, man. Tampopo was a good movie. Good movie. But yeah, if you guys can find like a person for me to like lick my ear, I wouldn't mind. I kind of need that right now. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just lonely, man. I'm just lonely. I'm just in my room fucking staring at this fucking drill with a racket on it and flicking cocks on it. The egg yolk scene too much for you? Yeah, I feel you. They're just like squelching noises that I don't fuck with. You lick your ears platonically? Would you lick my ear in person? As a friend? Not in like a weird way. I have like real friends, like friends who are like a real one. There was once I had like a really weird idea. I just had like a morbid curiosity. Like I was like curious, like how would it feel or taste to kiss someone after they puked out, yeah, like alcohol or like food or whatever, like after they're done puking. And I had like a friend. She was a real one because like she said she'll do it, man, and we did. There was one time we were hanging out, we were drinking, and then she puked like a fuck ton. And then I said like, dude, do you want to make out with me? And she was like, oh my god, yes. Not she didn't say yes because like she liked me or anything, but she because we talked about it and we were like kind of curious on like what that feels. And then I was like, yeah, I'm never doing this again. It was like too acidic. I was like just being scientific about it. And then I had another real conversation, like probably just yesterday. I sent Clay like a screenshot of like two members of the Yard Boys in an onsen. Like butt ass naked, cock and pussy out. And then I was like, dude, what if we like go on an onsen together and we just talk about shit, man? Just you and me. The Yard. YARD. It's the podcast ran by Ludwig Argan. So they did like a primo episode. Yes, the podcast I'm into. That's right. I'm a big Yard fan. I really like their podcast. I think the latest episode with Michael Reese is pretty funny. You know? But I was talking about it and I was like, I think Clay is one of those like friends that I can rely on for my insanity sometimes because I know they're also like morbidly curious or like more also chronically insane. And like platonically, I said like, what if we just got into like a bathtub, like an onsen together, and we just kind of talk? I think that would be healing for us. I say like kind of like mother son, like a mother and son bonding moment, you know, with our cock and pussy out. Isn't that just taking a bath with your friend? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I don't think like a lot of my friends would want to do that with me. I think. But like I want to talk about crass shit, man. And people like Clay is like one of those friends that I talk all my crass nonsense to. Because I think like we were talking about like golden showers recently. I was just morbidly curious on like why people like golden showers, right? On both ends, right? Being the receiver and being the shooter, right? I'm just thinking out loud, like, what is the limit of like how weird it can be being like being the shooter? Like, do the receiver decide if the shooter should drink more water, or do the receiver prey on on like a gacha pole? Like, let's hope the shooter kind of like drank a lot of water that day, man. Like, is there like a unspoken rule? Is the shooter deciding aiming spots or something? I think usually like they have like ground rules, right? The shooter and the receiver would probably be like the waiter and the shooter be like, you know, deciding on like, nah, I don't like guzzle the golden showers, right? It's like I wouldn't mind feeling some warm water on me, right? Maybe they're into that. I think most people would be, but I know some people who are like guzzlers, right? Just like, yeah, like hydrate me with your water, internal water from like hydration, right? And then they will like guzzle and they will fucking drink it or something. I don't know. I've never done it. That's why I was like morbidly curious. You know, I don't king shame. I don't king shame. There's only like a couple of like kings that I don't fuck with, right? I don't fuck with inflation mainly, and like lolly shit, or like, you know, those two are like the no nos. I guess like bestiality is also a no no, but like furry hentai, sure, you know, that I don't care because that is fiction. But like Japan has like a huge influx of like horse bestiality dojins, man, and then like bugs, you know, bug related bug related fetishes. Those are also like a no no for me because this is too real, man. It's too close to home. I just think about that every time I think of like a horse bestiality. I was just thinking about that one American guy, man. A two-time repeater on like horse bestiality, and then he died the second time. I forgot his name. Yeah, that one guy. Yeah, that one guy never leaves my brain. Gonna have disagree with you on this one. Hoya inflates you because no, no, I'm floating. Ah. I've seen some insane fan art. You came to visit in his state? Really? He's a West Coaster? I didn't really read too much about. I mean, I read about it like probably like 2 years. No, not 2 years ago. Probably like 4 years ago. Damn, I didn't know I was in his state. I should have visited, man. I should have. Hi, Evernear. Evernear, you should not be here. You should not be here. I'm kind of talking about like the worst shit on earth right now. And you got Mayday? Let's go. Let's go. You should not be listening to me right now because I'm talking about piss. People pissing. I'm talking about fetishes right now. I'm just playing this stupid game and my mind is just like going all over the place. I'm being really crass right now. Why? Honestly, this is how it's always been in the channel if you didn't realize. You know, when I'm not talking about art or gacha characters, no, man. They're trying to make me piss my pants on the stream. I see, okay. But yeah, okay, so back onto the whole topic of like the shooter and the guzzler, right? I just had so many questions. I guess like I can understand being a shooter, right? I can understand being a shooter because like maybe it's like a power play, right? It's usually like a power play because the guzzler would be like the receiver would be like, you know, Stanky Brett Bottom. So like, yeah, you can treat me as an object. So I kind of get it. Hoya's gonna be like, how long can they be trapped in a latex cube that they need to crab? That is also kind of true. That is also kind of true. I did think about something about latex recently too. I remember seeing that one image on Twitter. You know that latex cube is just like the guy just being stuck in like the like kind of like a bed, like a latex bed. I thought that shit was so funny, man. That's kind of like straight out of like Star Wars. You know, whatever the character is that turned into like gold or something. That's kind of how I wonder how it feels to like really suffocate. You know, I'm just like, oh man, I'm just kind of like curious about everything. Don't you guys have like curious thoughts sometimes? You know, one of like the only reasons I don't go to like Reddit, it's because like I'm scared to like be a Redditor. Because I feel like I would be on like r slash like I don't know. What's that one Reddit where like people jerk off to people like dressed up really nicely, like gentleman boner? R slash gentleman boner. I think. I think that's like an interesting subreddit, but like I don't get the appeal. You know? There's also like one subreddit that I remember. I think it's gone now. It's called Jizzy Cart. Like JIZZY CART. Can you guys guess what that's sub? Babe, I just like girls with clothes on. Babe, true. Babe, can you put on that like really tedious dress? But yeah, you don't have to do anything. I think my favorite weird subreddit is r slash naked Lego. I've never seen that one. I've never seen that one. Like r slash Jizzy cart, if you guys can like people post themselves nude with Legos. Wait, that's kind of like a fire subreddit. Wait, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. They LARP as like Lego heads. Wait, maybe they feel a connection when like oh my god, Lego ERP. Lego ERP is kind of like e-sex tweets, man. Have you guys seen all the e-sex tweets lately? Dude, my shoulder hurts. I gotta stretch. How long have I been here? An hour. Not too bad. Just an hour of just me talking about piss. And penises. This YouTube video is not gonna fly, man. But like, I don't even think I'm saying like, Hoya's gonna be posting r slash Lego tomorrow. Shit, they found out. They found out, man. I gotta log out of my main account. I gotta make a new alt account to post on r slash naked Lego. Like r slash Jizzy cart, it's a subreddit where people like ejaculate all over like game cartridges, you know? So you would like see an image of like Donkey Kong Country Road on the NES, and there's like baby batter everywhere. And I feel like the subreddit kind of closed down, not because it wasn't popular, because it got too popular, you know? because it got too popular. Like people were posting on that subreddit, and then like I think Charlie Moist Critical covered it like maybe a couple of years ago, and that subreddit like blew up because there's so much foot traffic that they had to close down the subreddit. I'm pretty sure it might be still up, might be a different name. But you know what subreddit I really enjoy is just like country subreddit. I've been getting a lot of r/Japan subreddits because I just see like I just can't stop laughing, man. I just can't stop laughing at like white people posting on r/Japan. That shit is so funny. I didn't use follow subreddits of my sports team. I think I'm using the site wrong. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. That's pretty normal. If anything, I'm the at normal one, you know? I have a friend who uses like r/Singapore. And I was like, dude, that subreddit is so boring. Like, what the fuck are you reading on there, man? Just like the daily news? Like, what do you care? It's not like you want to live here. So why are you scrolling r/Singapore? And he was like, I don't know. I just want to know what's up in here, I guess. And I was like, dude, then go out. Touch grass. Meet people. Scroll Tinder or whatever, man. Like, talk to someone. Just nothing interesting here. And then I was like, if you want like interesting like subreddits, go fucking scroll like r/LSD or something. You know? r/math is kind of fucking fire to read. You know? Get touched by the sun, you know? True. Oh my god, my shoulder hurts. Well, not hurts, it's just kind of like sore. Because this one I'm like swinging my arm around. Guys, can I admit, this is probably like the best 5 hours of my life in a while. Like, this is the best stream I've done. There was like non-stop talking, man. I say 5 hours. Hoya's telling me to touch grass again. That's right. Ooh. Hold on, I gotta stretch. My shoulder hurts. Never! No! Oh. Is my mic alive again? Do I sound okay? Okay, I do sound okay. Okay. Dude, Spotify is so loud in my ear now. Hold on, let me fix that really quickly. Let me fix that really quickly. This is the greatest 5 hours of my life. Mike's died. Yeah, honestly, it checks out. Dude, the music is gone. The music is gone. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can. I jinxed it, man. I jinxed it. Well, as long as you guys can hear the game, so I don't really care. There we go. All right. There we go. You know, it's like nothing ever happened. I don't know why. My mic has been like kind of... The cable has been kind of fucky lately. I might have to buy like a new cable. Or maybe I should go to Japan and look for like a mixer. But like low-key, like this is like the best 5-hour stream I've done in a hot minute. Why, you may ask? If you literally listen to this like 5-hour VOD, it's just me talking about like the most like best shit. I have not stopped talking. It's a fucking Friday night, man. Bro is yapping. And you know what? I never want this game to end. Like, imagine this game ends and I just go back being like a quiet Andy. Oh yeah, unlimited yap works. I am the bone of my words. I think every so often I need to play like a game like this, you know, where I can just like brain dead, just close my eyes and just like go in emotion, let the emotions flow. Talk about like my thoughts, you know, be it good thoughts, be it bad thoughts. But honestly, I think that's the appeal of it, right? You guys like listening to me say like crazy shit. I wonder if I go like really hard here. I've been kind of going it like very gently, but maybe like going hard is the way. No, doesn't feel like it though. You should play the visual novel and just ignore the plot and talk over the entire time. You say that, but like we know that's literally how it goes. I would be like, nah, skip. And then I'm just like talking about my own shit and I go like, okay, what the fuck did the game just say? Didn't that happen? Didn't that happen? I think I played like Ace Attorney like one chapter on stream and then I literally did not listen to a word that they were saying. I think like Elden Ring too, I like did not read anything. I just played the game. I was just talking about shit, man. I was talking about like existential crisis and like the meaning of life. Well, like fighting my ass off at Redan or something. While I'm fighting Margit. What the fuck is this twin talking about again? So true, so true. I plus do that. I plus do that. I cannot, man. Like visual novel, like I love visual novel games in the sense of like it's an enjoyment off stream, right? I could probably fuck around with some visual novels off stream because like maybe I have to get in the mood. But like on stream, if I'm just reading aloud, I don't fuck with it, man. I rather someone talk to me about the story. I'm a listener for visual novel or like any like narrative game. But as a streamer, I am not a let's player, you know? I'm a philosopher. I don't want to like read what the characters are putting down. And it's even worse when it's like voiced. Not to hate on people watching it, but it's more like as a streamer, don't you find it like insanely boring that you're just listening to what the game is talking to you about and then you're just quiet. And then people in China are like hyping that shit up. And I'm just like, okay. I guess you really like that game. But like as a viewer, my ass is like, I don't get it, man. I would rather watch a YouTube video at that point and let the YouTube video let's player just kind of like talk through the entire video for me. But like as a stream, I like the back and forth between chat. You know? It feels like, you know what this feels like? This feels like they put me in a rubber room. Like a rubber room filled with rats. And rats make me crazy. And I can just like, it feels like a prison room. Like a room with white cushion. Like this is how I feel like, how I am as a streamer. It's kind of like watching like a mental patient. And you guys are viewing like her thoughts. It's like, what is bro saying again, man? This is so interesting. She's kind of just talking to herself. That's how I feel like my streams are. Like most of the time. You know? It's kind of like Severance. What is Miss Huang doing again? Miss Huang is just playing her little like swimming game before the winterfall. You know? And this is me playing that game. while I wait for Mr. Milchick to tell me to end stream. You know, a little bit of Severance posting right there. You know who's excited for Severance Season 2, Episode 11? Hey, Severance finale, pretty good. I gotta agree. Did you guys know I speedran watching the entire 2 season in 2 days? Just in time for the finale. Literally, like during the week of my, because if you guys don't know, every AMAP, every penis haver in Singapore has to do military, right? And even once they're done with like mandatory military, they're still a reserve. So I'm a reserve, unfortunately. So they called me back like what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, for like 2 weeks. I did nothing but watch Severance in an office room for 2 days. So I caught up with Severance like immediately, and then I was like, well, time to watch other movies, I guess. And so I did. I should rewatch because there's so much foreshadowing in season 2. Do you know what the fucked up thing I did for Severance? It was like, I didn't think I was gonna watch it. So I sent in a call and I watched, I think probably season 2, episode 7, where it's the prequel, right? The flashback, of Gemma. I started with that episode as my first ever episode, and I had no clue what was going on. So when I watched from the first season, like after that episode, a lot of things fucking freaked me the fuck out, and I was like, "Oh my god, man!" And then everyone felt so bad that they made me watch like season 2, one episode of season 2, at the biggest episode probably, and then I was just freaking out when I was like watching it from season 1. So it was really funny. It was a very different experience for me, but at some point I was like, yeah, it's fine. I don't remember any of the other stuff anyway. But yeah, sometimes I do that, man. It's kind of like when I watch like the last 2 episodes of Yellow Jacket without understanding any plot of the Yellow Jacket. I guess the first episode I ever watched of Lost was the last episode, so you kind of get that. Yeah, that's pretty much kind of it, man. It's kind of interesting. Sometimes some shows are better that way, you know? You want to know the funny thing? If you guys saw like Barf's tweet about like him landing safely into Japan, bro watched the first 3 episodes of Lost before his Japan trip with Clover. And if you don't know Barf is like the most like paranoid person when it comes to like health and like survivability. So him watching Lost, because Clover said we should watch Lost, is so fucked up. And then I think Clover replied to Barf saying like, I guess it didn't happen like how it happened in Lost. And then you see me replying, I said, that's so fucked to say to him. That is so fucked up to say to him. It's even worse because like there's so many like airplane crashes like this year. Well, at least within the last like 24 months, right? So it's kind of fucked up. A switch deep shot of paranoia before a trip. Yeah. Honestly, I don't feel scared if I were to die in a plane. I feel like if anything, I wouldn't mind. But you know when would be the best time to crash in the plane is probably like at the start or in the middle, I guess. Crashing it at the end, it's kind of fucked up, man. It's kind of fucked up. Because imagine like, okay, can you imagine Hoya Hafu goes to Offkai 2025, takes a 25-hour 25-hour plane only to crash at the end. That would suck, man. That would suck. I would have stopped 9/11 for you just now. Okay, don't get me started on 9/11 talk because we can go on for days. Did you just see that tweet? It's a image of a denim jeans with the twin towers on it. Would I have stopped 9/11? Maybe. But like if we didn't stop 9/11, actually okay. Let's do some like theory here real quick, right? I need some senses on 9/11. If 9/11 didn't happen, would America be more miserable? Or would they be nicer? Like no need for explanation. But like not saying that 9/11 was like a good thing that happened, but like, you know, unfortunate shit happened, but sometimes like unfortunate shit happen, it changes the world in a good way. Kinda. But also like if we start talking about 9/11, you guys should see that one of my alt Twitter tweet of like Barf texting me is like we should hit up the Shinjuku metro tower. And then I was like, with a plane, I'm on my way. I replied with that. I think it's so funny. But like, if 9/11 didn't happen, we wouldn't have this joke, man. We wouldn't have like that might require a lot of conversation. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. This is probably like an entirely cut out VOD, man. It's gonna be like muted for like 3 hours. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like in this room with a racket and with my thoughts. I think it's probably even scarier than me in a quiet room with my own thoughts. Low-key though, my stream thoughts are like probably more organized. And maybe I need like I need like a friend to hold me back. I wish Eli was here because Eli would fucking like kill me for everything I've said this entire stream. Eli is like my mediator for my sick and dark twisted thoughts. I was talking to like a corporal VTuber friend recently. Hi, Kat. I was talking to like a corporate VTuber friend recently, and then I was asking them like, "Hey, no," they were like, "I think you should apply for corporate VTuber again." I was like, "Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I want to." They were like, "Why?" It's like, first, I'm not really feeling it. I kind of like my space now, even though it's like a small group of individuals. Also, secondly, I want to talk about Northern Lion like every day if I can, right? And I don't think I can like profess that I love women if I was in corpo, right? And then third of all, I don't think that the company will have a good image after like hiring me, because like imagine corporate VTuber Hoya Hafu talks about all these things for the last like 2 hours, right? Just talking about penises, about rating penises. Yeah, fire day one for inappropriate jokes, man. I kind of like ruined the company's image, which is really bad. And then if I have to lock in into like into like into like business talk where I have to think about like what is appropriate and what is inappropriate, I would lose my charm as a human being. Because I am very crass. Is corporal anti-women? Not really. I don't think they are anti-women. If anything, they're pro-women. But it's just like they're not very open about the idea of like a non-binary or like of like a trans person or like a non-binary person, you know? If I were to apply, I have to be a guy VTuber. 100%. Like, hear this voice, man. They're gonna put me in some like guy VTuber with like huge ass muscles and boobs, and I'll be like, nah, I don't really want that. Can I not want that? Can you like give me like, at least like a fanboy? At least a fanboy. And I'm like, nah, your voice don't suit the fanboy character. I'll go like, oh fuck my life, I guess. And then I have to do it for the bag. You know? The Peyton Hoya charm? Kinda. What is the Hoya charm to you guys, man? I know Fager say it's the yapping. Fager says like the yapping is like the best vibe from me. But that doesn't include the insane yapping. Could be just me talking about like life, good things in general. Not so much like the crazy shit. Like the last hour and a half probably. I feel like me being crass is really just my charm. Just a little unhinged, a little careful. If you're a corpo VTuber, you have to do the fake tweets like, yeah, I'm like a sub bottom. Oops, I can't believe I tweeted that. Oh my god. I wonder what would I tweet as a corpo VTuber. I don't even think I'll tweet at all. I think it would be a good bit as a corpo VTuber to not tweet at all. I tweet like once a week and I just say good morning. I think like the best thematic for me might be like an engineer time clockwork person. And then I'll run this whole bit that I'm like a robot. I will go live at like 9 p.m. every day for 3 hours and I'll end at 3 hours. And everything is systematic. And I would not tweet because if you're not here by 9 p.m. every day, you're not a real one. And then I will only tweet like good morning every like once a week. And I'll tweet shit like manager said that I should tweet a little bit more. So this is my weekly obligatory tweet to prove that I have signs of life and not forgotten. I think that would be a really good bit as a corpo. Low-key, kind of good brand. Low-key. Sometimes I think like corpo VTubers, or actually no, just VTubers in general just tweet way too much, man. I know too much about your goddamn fucking life. But like a lot of like things that I don't really care about, like why you didn't have to tell me about it, man. There's a pro wrestler you follow who never posts except when he goes to a basketball game once a year. Honestly, that's a good gimmick. That's what I'm saying, man. It's kind of like the lottery. And I kind of fuck with that. Guys, my shoulder really hurts. This one is humbling me a little bit. Even though it's supposed to be like probably easy. Went to the basketball game, hashtag basketball. That's so funny. Double basketball in the caption. Most people would be like, went to the hashtag basketball game, but he is like committed to like finishing the sentence, separating the hashtags with the passage. That's kind of base, man. That's kind of beast mode. Like yeah, honestly, like I think me as a worker in the company, I've gotten like enough, not complaints, but enough comments that like I am kind of too crass in the workplace. Even though I do like a good job at work, but like sometimes I feel like I'm a little crass in the workplace. But I do my crass talk at the right place at the right time. You know, I don't like rip off like a really crass joke in the middle of a meeting. I'm not that like insane. Dude, I can feel it going in, man. But it's not going in. Dude, I'm gonna have like a sore shoulder at the end of the stream. I'm gonna be like that one like big arm wall jack at the end of the stream. I can't believe I opened Discord and the first thing I saw is Ririko typing in our group chat, Hoya's talking about Venom Cock on stream right now. And what about it? What about it, man? I wouldn't be surprised if like there's no one watching this YouTube bot. Hey friend, I did a shoulder press lift today, so you understand your pain. I'm glad you see me swinging my mouse for 80 minutes as 70 minutes, 80 minutes as kind of like the similar thing as like doing shoulder press. Oh, oof, my neck, man. This is going to go up to like 4,000 over trolls, man. I can't wait for this one to be. This is a workout. It is very repetitive. I've been just like swinging my shoulders and my forearm like forward and back for like 80 minutes now. Well, I guess like 5 hours, given the rest of the different games that we played. At least for this stage, it's like 80 minutes. And I only took like a 10-minute break like earlier. I'm getting like less accurate with it. I haven't had like a little like ding. Oh, I just got a complaint about it like this. I haven't had a ding on the cup in a while. But you know what? Let's try to hit the racket like as consistent as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in a row was pretty good, man. 9 in a row was pretty good. See, if we just keep doing in the rhythm, it's a matter of like the timing at that point. 1, 1. That's too high. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. No. 1. 1. 1. 1. Oh, that was close. 2. 1. 1. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. I need to do like a 10 in a row. 2, 3, 4. Wah. 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 1. Ooh, 1, 1. Ooh, 1. It feels like a WarioWare game at this point. Just me going like, wah, 1, 2. Well, 1, 2. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, 1, 2. What if I want it a little more delayed? Kind of like that timing. Wait, lock in? Lock in, lock in, lock in. There were like a couple of very close shots, man. I'm trying to hit it on like the peak of the possible velocity of the thing. Like that. You see it? You see the vision? It's kind of consistent when I hit it at that time. Do I need to tell you the weird fetish to discuss so that you can lock in? Low-key, I've been always locked in. I feel like the whole 5 hours I'm like pretty locked in. Just very casually talking. I just don't know which one is the best timing. I'm kind of just shooting it how I feel it would be the best at this point. I just wanted to see like if hitting it a little bit later would be better. Like that, you know? Inverse bimbofication. Am I a bimbo? On bimbo like a little dumb? I don't think I'm that dumb. I'm a little silly. I don't think I'm minus IQ. I don't think. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I got called a bimbo yesterday, so I'm kind of like self-conscious about it, you know. Have you dropped your book yet? Soon. Soon. I'll start my Amazon book era so I can make like millions of dollars. This is how I make $100,000 on Amazon ebook services. Have you guys seen on those like fucking YouTube videos? There's so many of them, man. Just like printing book via Amazon, selling it, and then Amazon just does all the printing for you. It's kind of insane though. And then they just make money off that. Selling like stupid books to stupider white people. Drop bimbo art. I thought this was a reference everyone knew. No, never heard of it. Hold on, let me Google this. Drop bimbo art. Book. Oh, that meme. Is that meme? It's like Garu picks up book and then starts reading. Low-key, that's kind of me though. Low-key, that is like, you know what you should do? You should do that image, and then instead of picking up a book, it's a Northern Lion VOD. That would be so funny. all the T girls in NL hashtag NL Twitter would go crazy. Players dropping the NL clip compilation. I got Librarian to follow me, but it's so funny. Cause like I don't think he knows what he's getting into on my alt Twitter. Like, okay, hold on. You know what? Let me switch the Fugi up to this other Fugi. If you can see, I have like a cute little like NL Manju on this one. Not sure what time is it. I feel like it's pretty late because I've been streaming for like 5+ hours. Holy shit, I do. I guess maybe like 15 more minutes then. I guess we might not be clearing this one unless I finish this in like 15 minutes. This might be the longest one then. Holy. But it's so close though. Oh, look at that, man. It was like 3 in a row. It was like really close. Dude. It was so close. I wish Clover could play this game, but I know their hands are gonna die. I don't think their arms can handle this level of gaming. I think it'll get so frustrated within like 30 minutes of the gameplay. This is not built for the weak. It's kind of crazy also because like when I stream art, 5 hours feels like a long time. Me playing this for 5 hours kind of feels like a really fucking short time. I feel like I've been playing this only for like 2 hours. I'm dead tired, gonna bed. Hope you get the cock in the cup. I will get the cock in the cup, man. I will get the cock in the cup. It's just a brain scratcher. It is true. It is true, Lobo. Have a good night, Ross. It's always nice to hang around. Thank you for indulging in my brain thoughts. Now you gotta start thinking about shooters and guzzlers. Flint and steel. Flint and steel is my vocal stim for the month. I can feel it. I feel like most people who play this game don't even go for fucking 5 hours, man. They just kind of like do it for like 3 hours because it's bad for your shoulders, man. The worst part is like I'm kind of like massaging my shoulders now. I should listen to my body and we'll call it in 10 minutes. And then we'll try again when I'm back home from Japan. I'm like gently hitting it too. Just gotta like find the right angle. I wonder what's for lunch today. What is going to be in the menu for me today? The cockler. Hi, Fiddy. Dude, I've been here for like, how long? 90 minutes, man. This is going to be the longest one by far. I think I've probably thrown like maybe like 4,000 cocks right now. What if I play this again on Sunday? This shit is fun, man. Now I know why people play this game. The amount of shit I've talked today, insane. Professional yapper. Ooh. There we go. Oh, Ifity. I might go to like the Monster Hunter pop-up cafe in Japan. Maybe. Trying to get reservations for it because it's only like a reservation thing. So we're trying to get like a table in. I think that was my first like in the last like 90 minutes with this one. I was kind of like hype when I started spinning the shuttlecock like Inception. But ever since then, it hasn't been hype at all. I had like just so many close calls that I'm just like, we'll get it soon, probably. But the conversations were fire though. I can't believe I literally talked about cock and balls for like an hour straight. Oh, that was close. I feel like it shouldn't be that fast though. I don't know the physics for this one because I haven't had the thing jump out of the cup. And I'm just worried like, what if it just bounce out of the cup? What if I change the perspective here? Is it too high or is it too low? It's kind of like phasing true. Am I crazy? It's harder to see the timing for this one, because this one you can kind of like gauge the timing, but you can see the distance. Hmm. What if I just angle it like that? I'm throwing. What am I doing? Oh, maybe I'm also getting tired. My brain is like running out of topics to even yap about. It's been so quiet. I'm just trying to lock in, man. Okay. 39, 5 minutes then. Lock in. 5 more minutes. Been on it for a while, it makes sense. Krungo. Yeah. I'm just hungry, probably. All I need is food. I'm also like getting really tired of my arm. Maybe I'll just end it here. Not Krungo at the bot. Yeah, that's fine. Let me try on this perspective. The arm workout we all need playing Trickshot Sim, my arm is gonna be so huge. Especially my shoulders, man. Ugh. Dude, fucking 4,000 tries. God. That is so much. Dude, the 47-second one is insane. Dude, it's insane. This has to be like the fastest, man. Is this world fastest? I don't know, man. Ooh. Jesus, my shoulder popped really loud. Okay, let me look for someone to raid. I won't be streaming tomorrow, as always. So let me see if I can find someone to send you guys to. Actually, you know what? Let me check Trickshot Sim. Who is streaming? Only me. Only me. I fell off. To be fair, the game is kind of like a bit out of his time at this point. What if I just end it here? I don't even raid. Oh wait, I should end the YouTube VOD, man. Anyway, I kind of forgot, so I should just end it here for the VOD. Bye.